Silicon Valley, technology, art, green, and sustainability.
Welcome to another episode of Silicon Valley, Tech, Art, Green, and Sustainability. I am so honored today to have two guests with me that are doing some really great work here in Silicon Valley. And so Jim or James Gardner, what do you prefer, Jim or James? Jim. And Julia Zurich?
Zurich. Yeah.
Zurich, okay. And you guys are doing some amazing things. I've been following you for a long time and have wanted to have you on the show for a while, so I'm really honored that you're here.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah,
thank you for having us, Heather.
So before we get started on your company, Good Karma Bikes, I'd like to find out a little bit about you all. So let's start with you and tell us, about yourself and, what you did before you're doing now, how you got to where you are.
Well, that's a long story. It's circuitous, but I was a Silicon Valley engineer. I was in startups. While I was a student, I worked at NASA Jet Propulsion Laboratory. I went 0 for 4 in startups here in Silicon Valley, and I turned 40. I reassessed.
Wait, come on, you're 40 now, aren't you?
Yeah, no,
39?
I'm going in reverse. My wife's younger than me, so I stopped having birthdays until she catches up. I was reassessing my life, and I didn't care for the answer I had for myself was any world any better that I had been in it. So I was one of those kids in Orange County who took his bike apart as much as he rode it. So I went to St. James Park and I started fixing bikes for homeless clients. And it took me a couple hours to realize it wasn't about bikes. It was about self-esteem and self-esteem reparation.
So the story I read is that you took your van to homeless shelters. So it was actually St. James Park, which is pretty amazing because there's still quite a homeless community there, but it's completely spread out now. And throughout San Jose, and we were kids, always see a few homeless people in Santa Cruz, and now I haven't been to the LA jungle, but apparently there's a huge homeless encampment there with something like 5,000 people. So it's it's a really big problem now. In California, we have such a great climate that's a problem, but they like living outside. You want to bring them inside. So this is a really great service that you're doing, and tell me how you got involved and tell me what your background is.
Yeah, so
before we go there.
My background, I am a recent college graduate about a year ago. I took a year to teach English in France, and I really enjoyed helping young individuals, teaching them a language and seeing what a difference it made in their lives. And when I came back to the United States, I wasn't sure quite what I wanted to do. And somebody said, well, why not nonprofits? And I thought, it matches up exactly with who I am and my morals. And I found Good Karma Bikes, and their mission, our mission, lined up with that feeling of wanting to help people and wanting to see them succeed.
Well, and I've been to France several times. I have an aunt that's French, and I'm thinking there's no homeless people, right? Because of socialism. They take care of everybody, and I'm trying to think.
It's actually very similar to here.
It is, okay.
It's gotten a lot worse, especially in Paris where I was living, because the prices are increasing, much like here in the Bay Area, and there are a lot of refugees coming in, and there's not a lot of places for them to go.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So we kind of got off topic there. I'm going to pull up the first slide right now, and you could tell us about this first slide. I thought that maybe this was your employees. Tell us about this.
This is our crew. Most of those are our employees. There's some volunteers in there. We still have more employees than that. We had a bike outing where we went to In-N-Out Burger. We all rode there for a going
San Jose
away party.
In-N-Out or
San Jose In-N-Out
Okay.
by the airport from our bike shop.
We can pull that down. That's a great photo. I love that photo. That's why I put that one first. I think that's just an awesome photo, and you could feel the energy from the photo that people are really, there to help, and
Yeah.
it's a really great thing. So how long ago did you start this then?
We started in 2008. We
Okay.
incorporated in 2009.
So it's been 10 years, just about?
It'll be 9 years in November that we incorporated.
Okay. But starting in 2008 and then incorporated in 2009. Okay.
That's right. So when we incorporated, my main motivation was to be able to tax deduct the money I was putting into helping fix bikes for homeless people, and we just kept moving forward. And before you knew it, we had a van. We were truly mobile bike shop. We went to churches,
Did
synagogues,
someone donate
schools.
the van, or did you purchase it?
Yes, we had one of our founding board members gave us the money for a used Sears appliance repair van.
That's awesome. Yeah.
And until just recently, when the Sharks Foundation gave us a grant for a new van, it was in service.
That's wonderful. So you have 2 vans now.
We have
One's
one
kind
van
of broken
now.
down?
The first van went on to its great reward.
Okay. I'm going to pull up another slide here too, because I'm behind. And so is that the van there?
That's the new van. Thank you,
Okay.
Sharks Foundation.
And are you at a shelter here, or where are you?
We're with our partner, Sacred Heart Community Service on
Awesome.
1st and Alma.
Okay.
We're every Saturday, rain or shine, we do free repair, no questions asked, and we serve close to 2,000 people every year that way.
Wow. Just at on the Saturdays.
Saturdays, and we do other clinics as well,
Okay.
sometimes at Cathedral of Faith, sometimes with housing partners, First Community Housing.
So all the events that you do to serve the homeless, about 2,000. I thought it was a little bit more than that.
So about 2,000 every year,
Okay.
and we've served our 20,000th client just
Okay.
earlier this
Right.
year.
That's amazing.
We've affected over 100,000.
But not 20,000 a year.
Not 20,000 a year.
Okay.
no.
Maybe at some point. You never, right?
Well,
That
that's
would be different regions. And
Very much in our plans to expand and replicate. Our next shop will be in fall of 2019 with Partner Charities Housing over on Tully and Center Road.
So you told us how it started, and you have a new home. Do you want to tell us about the new warehouse, or is it not that new now? Fairly new.
We'll be there 3 years in November.
Okay.
We're a nonprofit social enterprise, full service bike shop at 460 Lincoln Avenue. But this is the place where we effect a lot of our repairs for people in the community. We're very proud to say that for every bike that we sell or collect money on repairing, there are 2 free bikes in the community. We give away about 150 bikes a year, so that's about 1 every other day. So we want to expand that to be about 500, so that's more than 1 a day.
So let's pull up another slide. I think I'm behind now. This should be the warehouse slide. Yes. So there's your warehouse.
That's our new shop location at 460 Lincoln, 6,000 square feet.
And I love the pink bike in front. It's so cute. It almost looks like a children's bike, but it looks like a cruiser. And you go inside, we can pull that down. You go inside and it's almost overwhelming with there's like 2 sides to it, right? You've got
That's right.
1 or 3 sides to it. It kind of wraps around.
We have our retail operation in the front, and in the back is what we call operations, where we're doing repairs and teaching.
And let's pull up another slide now. We just talked about how many employees. How many volunteers does it take to
I'll let
run
you
this?
handle that.
And is this one of your volunteers here on screen too?
She's a volunteer, yeah. We just logged our 70,000th volunteer
We
hour.
could pull that
Yeah.
down. Wow, 70,000th volunteer
Yeah.
Hour.
in 70,000 hours.
70,000 hours.
And is that in the 9 years then, or 10, or?
It's since we incorporated 9 years. Yeah.
Okay, wow, that's incredible.
Yeah.
And how many employees again?
We have 11 right now.
11, okay. So mostly a volunteer run, because you
That's
have,
correct.
at any one time, how many people do you have working at the company?
Well, we have 11 employees right now. We have 5 full-time employees, and there's usually about 10 volunteers that complement that.
So not all 11 are on site at the same time, a few different
That's right.
shifts
We have
and-
some part-time.
And then you said you're going to be maybe expanding. Will you expand outside of the Bay Area or mostly here?
Our goal is to be a national organization
That's
in all
amazing.
50 states.
That's amazing. That's wonderful. Let's pull up that. I think there's 2 slides I had for that question too. So this here, tell us about the banner at the bottom.
So the banner at the bottom is kind of all of our recent accomplishments. So as you see, our 70,000th volunteer hour, 20,000 clients served, and that's including with our Saturday clinic. 3,000 bikes have been granted to people in need, and we've had 600 of our free repair clinics on Saturdays in front of Sacred Heart.
And is that a repair clinic on the left there?
Above the banner is actually one of our repair clinics. Jim, I'm not sure what the picture on the
May
left
just be an
is.
event.
That one was a repair clinic that we did. It was a one-off at an event.
Okay, we could pull that down, and I think let's pull another one up right away too. We should have another one with, this is at your warehouse.
Yes.